This is a continuation video for C programming tutorials. So in this video, we'll be discussing about data types, sizes, constants, and declarations. So C has small family of data types: numeric, numeric in the sense int, float, double, long, etc. And for character, it is char. And we have user defined data structures. Those are struct and union. Here we have listed different data types: short, long, float, double, and char. So for suppose if I declare a variable to be short, I can declare like this: short int x or short x. Both of the declarations are valid. Okay, so you can write short int x or short x. And we have unsigned notation of this declaration also. So that can be written as unsigned short x. So let us understand the differences between signed and unsigned declaration. So here I have just declared short int x, or let us suppose I have declared short x. So that x variable which we have declared can take the values right from minus 32,768 to all the way up to plus 32,767. So these are the range of the values that the variable x, which is declared as a short, can take. So if I declare that same variable as unsigned short x, like this, unsigned short x, then the same variable can have the values right from 0 to 65,535. So you can see the range is almost same, but the positive values of unsigned short x declaration has got doubled. So once again, if a variable is declared as a short, then the variable can have the values ranging from minus 32,768 to plus 32,767. Here I want you to understand that see the range of the values of x. So if it is signed, then it is going 0 to minus 32,768 in the negative axis, and in the positive axis it is going 0 to 32,767. That is about signed. When you declare the same variable as unsigned, then it starts from 0 and it goes all the way up to 65,535, double the positive values of previous one, right? So if you are dealing with only positive values, then consider unsigned short x declaration. Or your variable is engaging in negative and positive values both simultaneously, so you can declare like this. So the main important difference you have to notice here is, for unsigned you have to mention unsigned short x. Okay, for signed you no need to mention anything. So which is not unsigned will be signed, right? So here they are not writing signed in front of short. Here they have written unsigned, so they are not mentioning anything here. So that you have to understand. So based on the data type, you can go on increasing your range of the values that you can have. Okay, and the important point is there are no unsigned float or unsigned double values here. Okay, and character can be signed and unsigned as well. Whenever you initialize a character to a variable, so that variable will be taking the ASCII value of that particular character. Whenever you printing that particular variable, you write percentage %c, not percentage %d in the double quotes. Percentage %c says that print this value in the form of character. Okay, so that is why we are getting the character as a output. So this relation is guaranteed in almost all the machines. Okay, so size of char will always be less than size of short, and size of short sometimes equal to size of int and sometimes will be less than size of int. Okay, size of function returns the size of that particular or the number of bits for that particular integer. Okay, the size of int will be sometimes less than the size of long or sometimes equal to the size of long. Generally, for a short variable, 16 bits are allocated. For long variable, 32 bits are allocated. So sometimes integer will be having the same number of bits that we have for short. That means integer will also be having 16 bits. Sometimes in some machines, integer will be having 32 bits allocated for it. So in that case, that will be equal to the size of long. That is why I have given you less than or equal to. Size of char will be less than size of short, and that will be sometimes equal to or sometimes less than size of float, and the same float will be sometimes less than or sometimes equal to the size of double. And now let us discuss about the constants. So what are the constants? Constants are the fixed values assigned to the variables or used directly in the expressions. So see here, int I is equal to 3, which means it is an integer. Here long L is equal to 3, which is a long integer. Here unsigned long UL is equal to 3 UL. So L for long, U for unsigned. You have to suffix UL for unsigned long. Then it will be considering this one as unsigned long. So here I is initialized with hexadecimal number. So 0x represents that it is a hexadecimal number. Only 0 represents that it is a octal number. Remember this. If it is 0, then that is octal. If it is 0x, then that is a hexadecimal number. So for floating point, you will be representing f as a suffix of that number, which states that it is a floating point number. See here, it is suffixed with L, which means it is a long variable. Long and double. So long double variable. So now let us see character constant. So a character will be in a single quotes, but a string will be in a double quotes. That is a difference. So this is a character, and this is also a character which is specified in hexadecimal. So the difference between this type of representation and this type of representation is, so if you represent like this, if you assign this particular character to a variable, then that variable will be having the ASCII value of this particular character A, not the character, but the value of this character. So likewise, here they are giving you the value, and any character which is having the value 41 in its hexadecimal form, then that character will be printed. Likewise here also. So this is an octal form. If it is followed by escape sequence and 0, then that will be octal. Simply remember like this. If 0 is in front of the number, then that is a octal. If x is in front of the number, then that is a hexadecimal. Not only x, but you need to have this escape sequence. Okay. So remember, backslash x is in hexadecimal, backslash 0 is in octal. So these are the values of the character in hexadecimal and octal. And string is a collection of characters, and you can write the characters like this and put it in a double quotes. So this will be a string. So if you want to club two strings, then you need to write those two strings side by side. Then this will be written as a hello world. Okay. So in between space will be provided. So if you want to combine two strings into one string, then you need to write two strings side by side like this with double quotes. Then see here, a space between those two words will be provided. This word is the first one, space the second one. So we have another data type, that is enumeration. While declaring a variable as enumeration, you write enum. So enum bool, which has the variables no and s. So see here, no is equal to 0, s is equal to 1. And here enum color r is equal to 1, g is not given any value, and y is 10. So what will be the value of z? So g will get the value 2. How? See here, r is 1. So g will be 2. Okay, if y is not declared as a 10, then y will be 3. So if you declare the first variable and you left all the other variables undeclared, then all the variables will take the next value of the previous one. Like in this case, g is taking 2. So if you are not initializing the variables with the numbers in enum, then the compiler will automatically assign the values to the variables in that. So here R is 1, G will be automatically assigned to 2, B will be 3, and here Y is already assigned by the user, so it will not change any of those values. For suppose if B is after Y, then B will take the value 11. Okay, remember that. So it will look the previous value of the variable. So here it is 10. Then B will take 11 in that case. Okay, if B is after Y. So here are the examples of declarations. Char X. So it is uninitialized. So what do you mean by uninitialized? Is you are not initializing any character or any value to this. So here it is char. So definitely you need to initialize with character only. And here you are initializing to some character. If here it is int, then you will be initializing to integer. So here you are initializing multiple variables, and here you are doing multiple initializations. So there is a slight bit of difference. See here, multiple variables are assigned. Here variables are different, values are different. But here variables are different, but the value is same. The same value is assigned to both of the variables. So let us take some quiz questions now. So my first question is, if int x is equal to 0, 1, 7, int y is equal to 12, is x greater than y or not? Comment your answer below. And while solving this, remember, if there is 0 in front, then this is a octal number. Okay. Here there is no 0, so this is just an integer. So compare both of them, find out the decimal equivalent of this, then comment your answer. Okay. And the second one is short int s. This is a hexadecimal. Okay, 0x is a hexadecimal, 0 is a octal. So you need to convert this into a decimal and then see whether that particular value can be assigned to short or not, because short will be having a very short range of values. So find out the answer and then comment your answer in the comment section. And here third one, char c is equal to -1 and unsigned char uc is equal to -1. So find out which is correct and which is incorrect. So here in this function, put as two strings are written, in between plus is placed. So this will be incorrect. Okay. So this will be correct because plus should not be there in between the strings. And enum, we have discussed about this enum data type. So what is the value of Excel? And we got another enum, which is 0, -3 Excel. 0, -3. So what will be the value of Excel is the question. So both of the questions are dead easy. So you can comment your answers in the comment section. Okay.